please.
No. We've gone this far together. You've got to come.
Sergeant O'Hara, wait.
What is it, Miss Stewart?
I know you're not a detective.
Of course. I thought you did. Ever since we started for this place. Tell me, how'd you find out? When did I give myself away?
In the train. My scarf caught on your typing. It's initials. The letters don't stand for Wayne O'Hara.
Ah, you're clever. I'm a fool. Forgot to take it off. All right, come on. We're wasting time. There's going to be another murder.
Oh, please let me go. There's no one here. The house is dark.
There's a car on the drive, under the trees. Come along. Here's the side door.
You have a key to this place. Who are you? Who?
In a moment, we'll be inside. Keep quiet. Don't talk. Stand behind me. Still got this gun in my pocket. Gun for the train. Come on. Follow me.
Stand where you are if you move out.
Oh.
I can see you both in the open doorway. Close it. Go on, close it. Now then. I knew you'd follow me, Mr. Donald Graves Lambert. In Pell City, I said he's determined to find me, and why not let him? What better place to have this whole thing over with than at his own country house?
You do know all about me, don't you, Mrs. Tatum?
This is your house?
Didn't you suspect that, Miss Stewart?
Why'd you bring that girl? You're a coward. But I didn't fool you, did I, Mr. Lambert?
No. Miss Stewart, this woman knew I was out to kill her. She suspected I was on the train. That's why she hid in the lounge. But how did you know your husband was dead, Mrs. Tatum?
I saw him. Round the corner of the corridor when I mustered up enough nerve to step outside the lounge for a moment. And there was something about him.
Oh, please let me go.
You'll never leave this house alive, Miss Stewart. In a moment, I'll turn on the lights for Mr. Lambert's benefit. It would be a shame for him to die without seeing the woman who killed him.
She's right, Miss Stewart. I knew her husband, but I haven't the faintest notion what Mrs. Tatum looks like. She counted on that when she gave you her seat. She thought I'd kill you. And then from the pocketbook, you'd be identified as Mrs. Tatum.
Oh, please, I beg of you. I know nothing of all this. I'll never say a word if you only...
Miss Stewart, you're forgetting. You're wanted for murder. If she kills me, she'll kill you to cover up.
Because killing you, Mr. Lambert, is the only way to avenge my husband's brutal death.
Brutal? For him, no death could be brutal enough. You and he, Mrs. Tatum, killed my wife. As surely as you're standing there, you murdered her.
You're crazy.
You drained her of one fortune with your lecherous, blackmailing schemes. And when her money was gone, when you threatened to expose her little misunderstanding to me, she took the shortest road she knew. How much she loved me. This woman you killed. And before she died, she told me about you and your husband. And it's taken me a year to find you. 12 months of searching for this night.
You know more than I thought you knew, Mr. Lambert. Now look at me. Take one good last look.
And Margaret's revolver.
Yes, it was in your purse. Remember, Miss Stewart?
Yes, and I remember something else. Mr. Lambert. Mr. Lambert.
Keep your hands up. Don't move.
At Margaret's revolver and all its life, it never had a bullet in it.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, Mrs. Tatum, it is true. But this gun now. This gun that killed your husband. This gun has only one bullet missing. You better put up your hands.
Oh, Mr. Lambert, don't. It's no use. I didn't tell you, but I called the police.
Okay. Pick him up. We heard everything you said. It's better than any confession I ever came across. All right, keep him up there, Mrs. Tatum.
Well, Miss Stewart, cleverer than I thought. Double-crossed me, huh?
I thought you were trying to help, but you weren't. You were only using me to kill Mrs. Tatum.
Officer, this man is a murderer.
Yes, officers, you're quite right. You've got a score to even with her, too.
I gotta warn you. Anything you say...
Yes, we know. But listen, this young lady here was wrongly accused. She had nothing to do with any of it.
We heard all that from outside. All right, come on. We're going to take you two in.
Then I can go, officer?
Sure, after a few questions. We got you to thank for everything.
Well, what else could I do? I was accused of murder, so murder was my business.
From shadows and stillness, mystery weaves a spell of strangest fascination, charging the mind with doubts and fears. For mystery is a strange companion, a living memory in the haunting hour.
This concludes today's show at Scare FM. If you are thinking of advertising with Scare FM, please go to scarefm.com for more information.
Hurry back, hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate if you decide to join us. Make final arrangements now. We've been dying to have you.
ScareFM.com.
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 ScareFM.com.